Yo, what's going on? Another Thursday, the Man to Man Pod. My man Swamp Bathay, my co-host D Buck, man. He's gonna join us real quick. He's going fixing his camera. But what's up, man? How your Thursday morning going? You got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of free agency stuff. Some things y'all can be on the lookout for. See if some more people gonna join. Pepe was good. Foxy Stinks was good. The Bong Bomber, what's up? Yeah, I'll put some stuff in the comments, man. It's definitely
Bomber.
It's definitely Massacre Week, Dave. A lot of stuff going on, man. We gonna jump on it.
Sir, pause.
I'm grown, bro. I'm grown.
Oh, now you grow.
Yeah, I'm grown, bro.
Yeah, man. Massacre Week is underway, man. Unfortunately, for a lot of our brothers out there, it'd be cap casualties. What's going on with the NFL and the salary cap? Came out going to be officially set at 182.5, which is kind of what a lot of teams expect, somewhere between that 180, 185 number. Yeah, man, there's some surprising cuts today, though, especially from the Chiefs. Surprised me, at least.
Yeah, and I seen that too, and I think a lot of people, I think our first reaction is like, you seen the Super Bowl, you seen how, Patrick Mahomes was running for his life, and both of those guys was out. So, why would you do that? And obviously, being on the other side of it, being out of the game. I always said, like, I didn't want to be that guy that, as soon as you see something, you want to just be like, yo, what are you doing? It got to be crazy. So, I never wanted to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, on first thought, it's like, you just seen what happened. If you would have had those guys, man, who knows how that outcome of that game would have been.
Definitely would have been a different game.
Yeah, so you never know, man. The Chiefs might have some up their sleeves. They might be, have their eyes on some guys. We'll have to see. But definitely a surprising move. Definitely a surprising move.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely surprising, like you said, surprising and not surprising because of the Massacre Week. You knew somebody, and it seems like the Chiefs found a way to pay, most of their big time players and lock them in. But yeah, they clear it with cutting Mitchell Schwartz to starting right tackle, starting left tackle Eric Fisher. It created over $18 million in extra salary space, and there's still $3 million over the cap. So probably some more moves coming. But I guess for them, hopefully it's a deep draft with tackles, or they finding somebody in free agency or something.
Yeah. So like I said, it's definitely surprising, man. So we, in the upcoming days, we'll see what type of moves they make. Obviously they don't jump in the free agency. They think they can do something in the draft, but where they're picking in the draft, I don't know if you'll get a top tier tackle, but we'll see.
You never know, especially this draft, because I feel like the better front offices will win a lot more in this draft, because you had a lot less film, a lot less contact with the players, so you got to be able to do your due diligence, man. But Braden Smith, I think he was drafted in the second or third round out of Indy. He's a damn good right tackle, so it's definitely it'll be some options out there.
Nah, for sure.
You can find them. Shit, Polian found you in the 6th round.
I said tackle, you know what I mean? Sometimes, but yeah, definitely though, good players in each and every round. I ain't gonna front, I can't say, you can find a player, whatever. That's what the front office, they got to do their due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Believe in your scouts. So,
any other surprises that got cut?
Jackrabbit, I was surprised that the Saints let Jackrabbit go. Janoris Jenkins, man, I thought he had
they're in a mess over there. Salary cap wise.
Yeah, they are, but still, still
surprised. He played well last year.
Yeah.
Man-to-man pod alum.
Yep. Shoot. Galladay, KG.
Well, they didn't franchise him.
He
Yeah.
didn't franchise him. You know what I mean? So he's on the open market. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of talking about people that's in the open market. You know what I mean?
Okay.
On the open market, who's available for teams to to see if they can plug some holes for their teams.
Well, yeah, we got a good question already from Foxy Stinks. How does it feel as a vet to get cut? Were you ever cut?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So AZ released me. And then the Giants, they released me. I signed a 2-year with the Giants. They released me after my first year.
After the first year, okay, yeah.
So I mean, it never feels good. I don't care if you were first year, second year, whatever. Like, it never feels good. You know, sometimes as a vet, you know, you've been in it for a while, so you understand the game. So just like today, you know, where a lot of guys are getting cut, where it's salary cap issues, you kind of see the writings on the wall. So you kind of expect it, but it never feels good to have somebody be like, look, we no longer want your services. You know what I mean? So
I wouldn't say it never feels good, only because I was cut twice as well. Early on in my career, I was cut after my second year in New England. There, I cut after a year in Carolina. But the first time I was cut, I actually went and asked to either be traded or released or something going into, but like it was already in training camp, so it was before final cuts and all that, because I wanted a fresh start. At that point, I felt like I was already too far in the doghouse. They wouldn't give. It was like the right was on the wall, but they were playing around. So I went and asked Bill, and he ended up cutting me like 3 days into like week 1 of the regular season. So this is after all of the final cuts are done across the league. People done made, picked up people off waivers, did all their thing. He ended up cutting me. So it felt good to get a fresh start. So I would say it always feels bad getting cut. Sometimes it's, okay, now I'm on the market, I can find a better place. But 90+% of the time, it's a bad feeling.
Yeah, when I was in San Fran, I asked for my release, and they granted me my release. That was when John Lynch just first got the job. And again, they was telling me that coming in, you automatically gonna be the third safety, and I'm like, hold on, like we not going. What about competing for the job? You know what I'm saying? So if that was the mindset that the organization had, I was like, well, shoot, just let me get my release, and I could see what's up. And again, it was good for me, but still, it was still in my eyes. Just knowing that it was like, look, we automatically gonna put you here. I still didn't feel good. That didn't sit right with me. So, again, I definitely respect where you're coming from, but no, it never. Well, I say I wasn't like.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's part. We understand it's part of the business. It's the ugly side of the business. It happens. And when you do get cut, man, you can't really let it rock your confidence. It happens. You got to get over it, keep it moving, because confidence is everything for a player. And if you let the opinions of others really get to the point where it's creeping in your mind how you feel about yourself and your game, that's where things can kind of go downhill. So I've seen people get cut, and a lot of times it ends up being one of the best things that happened to them, because you kind of hit a different place in your career, maybe in your life. You think about some things, put certain things in perspective, and then boom, you get that out. I got my third opportunity with the Colts. And I was like, shit, if I'm gonna go out doing this thing my way 1,000%. And it's one of the best things that happened. So it ain't about what happened to you, man. It's about how you react to it.
How you react to it, nah, no doubt. No doubt.
Yes, sir. What else we got going on, man? Oh, my fault. Today is actually, it's an anniversary today. Today is the 1-year anniversary of when I feel like this was kind of the day around the time where COVID really got real for a lot of us. I feel like up until this point, it was kind of like, obviously, unless you have been impacted by it personally, but up until this point, this is when the NBA shut down the season. I remember it vividly. It's a week until my birthday, so I definitely remember it. And a lot of things shut down. We start hearing words about quarantine and stuff like this a year already, man.
Yeah. Nah,
That's
man,
crazy.
It's crazy, man. And you know, a lot has gone on within that year. You know, a lot of ups and downs, you know, during the pandemic, man. So, you know, we made it.
Yeah.
Well, as we made
Here.
it this far. Yeah, we made it a year. We made it this far. It's crazy. You know, I told my mother yesterday, she said she got her first shot. Her and my pops. I was like,
They both got their first shot?
yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, that vaccine, boy.
Yeah, you know, I'm on the other side, but I definitely get it from
You're older,
the
yeah.
older. Both of my parents, you know, have some health issues, so I definitely get it. So,
which one did they get? You know, because I know it's a few different ones out there. Pfizer, Moderna.
It was Moderna. They didn't get the Pfizer. They didn't get the Johnson and Johnson. It was the Moderna that they got.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man. But everybody out there getting vaxxed up. You know, obviously wish you the best health going forward for the individuals that's not. I'm on the other side, like you said. You know, still obviously been impacted by the virus with some close family members. As far as I go and the kids and stuff, you know, just doing more what we eating, working out, getting that sun, and you know, kind of gonna trust our immune system. But be careful out here, man. Make the best decision for you and your family.
Yeah. Rusty Blumpkins. Is this a year we could see more short-term contracts for players until the TV money starts coming in? Man, depending who you are, I don't think short-term contracts are bad based off. I think the big number that, you know, people always need to look at is that guaranteed number. Yep. You know what I mean? Where you can get a long-term contract and, you know, it could be, you know, a 6-year, you know, $300 million deal, but, you know, only a fraction that is guaranteed. I think when you sit down with your agent, that's the number. That's the most important number, is that guaranteed money. Like, what am I being guaranteed? So as far as if you can get a short-term contract, 2-year contract with, you know, everything guaranteed, that could be, you know, depending on position, obviously that's going to vary. But
yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with a short-term contract prior to the TV money. You know what I mean?
For sure. I agree with you there, because everybody get kind of blown away with that big number, like you said, 4 years, 60 million. You saw the huge deal that Van Noy signed out in Miami. They cut him after the first year.
Yeah.
So because you know how it rolls over in that next year. Adisa talked about it actually when we had him on, your agent, talking about how it's different for everybody in their contract that next year. Sometimes it's a roster bonus, sometimes it's some more to signing bonus, workout, whatever it is. So different contracts work out different way. So it's always depends on the situation. But like AB said, man, 2-year deals, mostly guaranteed, 2-3-year deals. That puts a player in the best situation. That's why I like this Dak deal much more than I like this that Patrick Mahomes deal. But obviously he took the team friendly deal. Dak got that bag, but yeah, every player is different.
Yeah, every player is different, man. Boy, Patrick Mahomes got a $500 million and he owner of a baseball team. I'm pretty sure it was some conversation when he sat down at the table that something was going, you know. Hey, look, we give us a friendly deal, but we're gonna highlight our folks over here, man, and they're gonna give you some stake in the baseball joint.
Hey, listen, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for Pat
or neither one of
that. You know, the boys get their money. I mean, hey, I ain't mad at them, man. Everybody wins.
Hey, for sure.
Everybody wins. I love it. I want to actually
go ahead.
I saw somebody throw this. Hold on. At the bong with that XFL CFL merger, we may see D-Butt in the front office. One of those teams AB may come out of retirement. I know AB ain't playing.
You a damn lie.
I was about to say, I know that's cap.
Yeah, shit. I put a suit. I put a suit and tie on.
That's a fact. That's
Put that suit and tie on, man. I would love. It's crazy. I was looking up the XFL teams last night. See who close by. Might try to get some, make some calls. Like, look ahead.
Go get that front office.
Hey,
Holla at The Rock.
Hey,
I got The Rock. I mean, I made a wrestling debut and shit. I could probably get him on the line. You feel me? With my connects over to WWE and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, but nah.
What you think about that potential merger though?
I think that merger will be dope, man. Get the CFL some more notoriety. As far as U.S. viewership. Not sure exactly what they're trying to do, but I think Rock in his business mind, and hopefully what he'll be able to do to XFL, and then just the XFL, CFL, and them merging. I think we talked about that anyway. Where as far as like having more outlets for guys who don't make it to the NFL level, being able to have some other avenues and to be seen. Obviously, NFL is top tier, but to be able to have some leagues underneath there where guys can get seen, have some good valuable tape. I think it's going to be a good move, man. Good move.
Yeah, it's smart, man. Smart business. Sometimes joining up is the best thing instead of having that extra competitor. And like you said, it's better for the prospects because now, and I know that the CFL, they got a lot of rules. As far as not even like the playing rules, but that's a big part of it too. But as far as like their roster makeup, like it's only a certain amount of guys they can have
from the US.
Yeah. So they obviously will have to adjust that. But the CFL is clearly, I think, the best talent after the NFL.
No question.
And then I think you'll go to the XFL. So if you can join those two, man, if I'm a prospect coming out and I don't get my shot at the NFL like I want, man, that'd be a great outlet if The Rock can finesse that and put that together, man. That's so.
If you're the CFL, where you see the biggest benefits in this merger or this partnership, if you're the CFL?
I mean, more eyes on your product.
Mm-hmm.
More eyes. Even somebody like The Rock and the XFL was doing all right. Like it was picking up momentum. Obviously they ran into some financial issues, but I mean, I was watching it, and it was some good players out there. We saw Phillip Walker, we saw Heineke, who's looking like he's going to be starting quarterback for the Washington football team. Phillip Walker got some starts last year for the Panthers. So I'm sure some other guys that made plays around the league. So you see his talent there. People watch it. So I think I don't know a lot of people who watch a lot of CFL, honestly. But so I think having those extra eyes, and then for the XFL, shit, same thing for them. And then you globalize in the football game more. So I think it'd be a win all around if they can find a way to do it. If I trust anybody, I trust The Rock.
Yeah, like you said, man, the business mind, man, very business savvy. A lot of business deals. So I'm pretty sure he got some things up his sleeves.
Absolutely. You not feeling Young Rock, T Saucy? I haven't heard great reviews about that. Have you checked that out, AB?
Nah, I haven't.
What you watch? What shows you watch right now, man? I know everybody picked up different shows during the pandemic. You picked up anything new?
Man, I haven't been watching a lot of TV, but I'm big on Shark Tank. On Netflix, Your Honor. And
they
then
just put Dark Knight Rises on Netflix. By the way, I got to go watch that today. That's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, that's on dope. But Your Honor, man, that's good. The Sinner, I got to get back on The Sinner as well. What's that?
Netflix. The Sinner, man. I caught the first 2 seasons, man. It was just the first jump. It came out like mind blowing. Just the whole scenario of young lady, killed her partner or whatever. Just check it out. The Sinner.
The Sinner. Okay.
Sinner. SINNER.
Okay. See, I thought you said Sinner like Shaq.
Sinner. Nah. The Sinner. The Sinner.
Hey, y'all put some more shows in the chat, man. I mean, I start binging. I watched Snowfall. Snowfall new episode came out last night.
Yeah, I got to get back on Snowfall.
Yeah, you got to get on that. I heard Ted Lasso is fire. Got to try that. I started Snowpiercer. Sometimes I'll catch a random show or something, and if I like it,
and you be on it.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna start it from from the jump. So a couple people said the Senators fired, so I'm gonna go check that out, man. I'm gonna go check that out. What else? What else happened over? I just saw this Myers Leonard. Myers Leonard used a racial slur and came out with the typical, bullshit apology.
Right.
I didn't know what it meant, and blah blah blah. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Out of my 34 years of life, almost 35, for some reason, a Call of Duty lobby is by far the most racist place I've ever experienced, bro.
You said Call of Duty?
Them lobbies, bro, when you be
this
back in the day, I kind of fell off Call of Duty for a minute. But like when I played a lot when I was younger, it was like every day, like I was gonna hear like that's probably the only place I've been called N-word, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, because nobody ever called it to my face, but in that lobby, they be going in.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer, man, so I don't experience all of that. But it's crazy. I could, you know how it be. People behind the screen and on the keyboard. But let's get back to this ball, man. T Saucy, man.
Let's get it.
Who's the person most influential in an athlete's life when it comes to accepting a restructured contract or move on and test the field? I would say the player and the agent.
For sure. That's what you hire him for.
Yeah, give you that sound advice. Sound advice. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me the truth, the honest truth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, AB. This might be your best bet for you to restructure this contract.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can. Remember, the agent works for the players. The
player's the boss.
Yeah, the player's the boss. So, when you're hiring this guy, you have to. This is what you're hiring this guy for, or this female, or this woman. This is what you're hiring your representative for in these type of situations where you can lean on them to give you, again, that sound advice. So, if I go to my agent and my agent's telling me like we have this conversation with this team with your team, and they're talking about if you don't restructure your contract, they're gonna have to let you go. And in a player's mind, it's like you sit back and you look at your situation. I like it here. I've been here for 8 years. I feel as though the team morale as well. We have a good chance of going all the way. You might think about, okay, well, what does that restructure look like? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What does that restructure look like? And you have to sit back and make that decision. Or you could be like, you know what, man, we some garbage anyway. I want to get out of here. Tell them they can,
I
ain't budging. They can do what they want to do, and I can test the market. So again, I think it's the player and the agent for sure.
Yeah, the agent. It's the agent's job too, like you said, just to present the facts, man, is as objective as possible. Because obviously, as a player, you're always going to have a certain idea about yourself. You're always going to have okay, I know how I look at myself, view myself amongst the competition, amongst the rest. And your agent, they got to do the due diligence of the numbers and the research and the situation that the team is in and all this different stuff. And then whatever makes sense, makes sense. Sometimes it's better for the player, though. Like you said, shoot, you may just get a chunk of your money up front instead of have to wait, for it in a different form. So once again, every situation is different. But like AB said, your agent, the player first, who's the boss, and then the agent. They got to do right by you. But players, never forget, you are the boss. You are the boss.
Van Albright, that's a good question.
Ooh, that is a good question.
It's a good question, man.
People pick them differently, and that agent. I mean, a lot of times it's a anytime big money's involved, it's gonna be a dirty game. It's gonna be a shicey game. It's gonna be different ways of going about your business. The way I picked my agent, I kind of knew who my agent was going to be coming out just because I had an older cousin that was in the league. He had the same agent. And it was coming from South Florida. It was almost like that's the agent you wanted to have coming out, even from a kid. So
who you had?
I had Rosenhaus coming out. Yeah, I went with Rosenhaus coming out. So, like I said, he had a bunch of South Florida guys, most guys in the league. So I mean, I still did my due diligence, interviewed some guys, got down to a top 3, and he ended up. And it depends. Once again, it's always about the player, like what you need. Because I had one agent who was an older guy, but he always got the money for his guys. But he straight up told me like, hey, you need to get me on the phone at 11, 12 o'clock. I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not always accessible. I'm not, when it comes to this money and this deal, I'm going to be there. I'm going to take care of that. But so that kind of scratched him off the list for me. And then I knew that wasn't the case with Rosenhaus. That was a part of the reason I went with 2. But how did you pick yours?
Man, my situation was a little different. Not having anybody who really like went down that path before me. Obviously I had my guy Brian Bartell, who was a 2nd round draft pick the year before. So I was able to lean on him a little bit. But for me, agents would reach out and say, look, man, we would love to represent you. So we would have those meetings, and each meeting I needed them to come and sit in my living room with my parents and just give me their spill so I could hear it. My mom could hear it, my dad could hear it. And Adisa, man, he came into the living room, man, and he gave it to me straight. Pause. You know what I mean? He just I met with
Adisa too.
Yeah, he just laid it out for me. And and his thing was that, I'm not just gonna be your agent. I'm gonna be, a friend if you need to talk to me. And Adisa was like, look, if you need to call me at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna answer my phone. And 14, 15 years later, it's the same relationship, man. So again, I wanted to go, if I'm going in business with somebody, I wanted to be a situation where I could lean on them, I want a friend, you know what I mean? I wanted a business partner, you know what I'm saying? A partner that I can grow with. And that's exactly what we did. I just didn't want somebody that I talk to once a year. You know what I mean? When the money was on the line or whatever the case may be, like, nah, like, so that's kind of how we picked my agent, because it just wasn't myself. It was my mom and my dad as well. So,
yeah, that's good, man. I did the same thing with as far as the visits and stuff like that. The OGs, they gonna see things different too. They gonna ask different questions. Maybe even if they don't ask the agent, they're gonna talk to you about it. So it's always good to have somebody else in that corner help you make those decisions. But that agent, that's an important decision, man.
A very important decision, man. Like it'd be crazy because I would be in the locker room and the young guys be like, man, I haven't seen my agent all year. I'm like, that's a tough relationship where, like, you go through a whole year, you don't even see your agent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a good look.
And in my eyes, it could work for somebody else. I'm not knocking anybody else's relationship or whatever, but for me, like, if I'm counting on you to help me in my career, I'm like, dang, hopefully I can see you at least once a year. You know what I'm saying? At least once a year.
Yeah, that relationships, man. It's big. It's bigger than it's bigger than transactional. Even if you're a GM or something running the team, it's more than that. It's about creating that relationship because you're gonna have to have a level of trust. Like, I gotta trust your word. I'm hiring you to do a job. I'm outsourcing you to do a job that, I feel like you're gonna do better than I do, but I gotta trust you at the end of the day. And then some players, especially in today's game, who are their own agents. And there are some situations where you can do that. And you cut out that, that extra percentage you're paying to that agent. But I think if you're a certain type of player and a certain, in the game, you can do that. But that's not for everybody either. But that's a good question, though.
Nah, great question. Great question.
Real good question, man. Yeah, Lombardi did go off on Gruden. That shit was funny. But what else we got, man? What else y'all got for me, man? Y'all had some good questions today.
No question. Hey, let's talk about our coach, right? Let's talk about our coach, man. I know we talked about it before, just as far as like some holes that we feel as though they should fill with some guys that they have up. Let's touch on that again, man. Let's talk about Malik Hooker.
Yeah.
Safety. He's
going into his
fifth year
now. Yep, they did pick up his option, so it'd be he's a free agent right now.
What you think?
I mean, you know what? I saw Malik his rookie year, And the thing about Malik, physically, he's healthy. I talked to him a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
He's feeling good, he's moving around, he's running around. Physically, the things that he can do as a deep safety, like it's not three other guys in the NFL that can do what he can do physically. It's just by him staying healthy and just continue to progress in the mental part of the game, which he was doing. Obviously, they got Blackman, who they drafted last year with the Colts, played. I mean, they expected high things, so he outplayed whatever expectations anyone had for him. So that's
really
probably
well.
their answer going forward. But Malik, man, I still think the arrow is up on him. I like him to whatever situation he land into. Hopefully, he signs a short deal, 1-2 year deal, balls out, and they get paid. I like Malik a lot, man. I'm still very, very high on Malik. What about you? What you think?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't think just my personal opinion. I don't think the coach signed him back just with young boy coming in playing really well. But I think what you just said, as far as him signing like a 1 year, 2 year deal, proving that he can stay healthy, make plays, and then after that year or two, sign a big bag. So I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely want to see him do well though, because like you said, when he first got in the league, man, boy, he was covering some ground, making some plays on the ball. So he definitely has the ability. But again, as we always say, your best ability is your availability. So just got to work on staying on that field.
Yeah, a lot of that shit's unavoidable, and he's caught some rough breaks. Still young though, still came into the league real young, so I'm the arrow's still pointing up on him.
No, for sure.
Obviously they got to make a decision there. Who else we got? Ty.
Wide receiver, was it Ty?
Ty, yeah, we got some other big names on the market with Galladay, Will Fuller.
Yeah, it's crazy. Smokey, John Brown. He came. I seen something that he was. I forgot what pod he was on, but he kind of talked about when they played the Colts. He just kind of seen how they use Ty, and that he would love to be in that system. I think he said his top two teams were Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. You know what I mean? So. I think they definitely have some decisions on that Ty, man. Because I would love to see Ty. I think Ty still has a lot in the tank. He can do a lot with the Colts. I would love to see him retire a Colt, but tough decisions.
I'm right with you. I think Ty got a lot left in the tank. I think Ty. I think Phillip Rivers did a good job last year, but there's certain limitations that Phillip Rivers had with his arm. That's going to take away a lot of Ty's game, in my opinion. So if you got a guy like Wentz, who if you can protect him, he got a big arm. So you can get that ball downfield. I want to see Ty finish his career personally in Indy. So I hope they can figure something out, keep him there. But even if they do, I still want him to go out and get another weapon at that receiver.
For sure.
At that receiver spot, man. But yeah, who else we got in Marlon Mack?
Yeah.
Another rookie stepped in and had a phenomenal year with Jonathan Taylor.
And that's just the thing about this game. We talk about Wally Pipp all the time. Like, injuries is gonna happen in this game. And everybody that suits up, they're waiting for their opportunity. And when that opportunity comes, you got to be ready. And, those guys, JT, man, he was ready. And I just –
we were talking about him all year. And once he found his stride,
got into his groove, man, he was good. So just with the Marlon Mack situation coming off of Achilles, I don't know. I think that would be, he's definitely still young. But you have another young back that can really lead the pack in that backfield. So it's just a decision where, like, okay, we're gonna have two backs back here. They're gonna do the thing, or we're gonna lean on
You got Hines too. You got Naeem Hines, who is he that change of pace back, and I don't think he's missed a practice or a game in his career yet. So
bringing that lunch pail to work, baby.
Yeah, the future is bright in that backfield for Indy. What would be a good spot you think for Matt to end up if he does? Because I personally don't think he's gonna re-sign with Indy.
Yeah.
I want to see him in a good situation.
Gotta be a good situation. I mean, what he brings to the table, I think he could fit. I think he's one of those guys that, he's not a big power back that, needs to have downhill runs. I think the way he runs and the way he plays, I think he could fit in pretty much any system. You know what I'm saying? Scheme, stretch scheme, downhill. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. So when you're able to do a multitude of things, man, like, that's in your favor.
For sure. He kind of remind me of like a Jamal Charles. He kind of glides. Jamal Charles maybe had a little bit more explosiveness, but that's who he reminds me of. So somebody said Mac to the Steelers. Obviously, the Steelers need a back. They need an O-line.
They need an O-line first. I don't care what back there. Jerome Bettis back there in his young days, it's still going to be rough.
That's a fact. North of the Star said, what about the Jets? Speaking of the Jets, y'all make sure y'all go check out that Sam Darnold report. I put out the first one against the Colts, matter of fact. Got the second and third one coming up. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out, man. But yeah, this is true too. T Saucy. Barely any teams run that bell cow running back anymore. It's really about having a good 1-2 combo now. Agreed. I agree with you. There are some outliers at that position, but that running back position tough, man.
It is.
It's tough.
Every play you get in touch.
It's a lot of times by multiple.
Even if you don't have the ball in your hands, you get in touch. On passing plays, you got to block. You know what I mean? And you going on the route, you chipping, or you know what I'm saying? So it's that, like you said, that running back position is tough, and you got to be a dog to play that position.
Absolutely. You got to be a dog. You got to be a dog to get that bread at that position, because they're not trying to cut that check. Believe me. You remember? Oh, go ahead.
What's up? The bomber. Do you think the Jets draft a quarterback? I hope not. We talked about this. What episode was this? Was this last Thursday?
Was it just me and you?
Or Monday? I think so. But anyway, I would say I would trade.
Go GM Bethea. What you got, GM?
I would trade the number 2 pick. You know what I mean? Get some more picks and get some more options around Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold, he could do some things if you had the right coaching staff around him, and the right pieces around him. I think he could be able to do some things for the Jets.
Yeah, man. It's let me see how many. So they came out with the compensatory draft picks yesterday. So I'm gonna tell y'all who got what real quick if you don't know. So Dallas got 4. They got 4 picks in the compensatory draft. Atlanta got 3, Green Bay 3, Carolina 2, Chicago 2, Kansas City 2, Rams 2, Vikings 2, Patriots 2, Saints 2, Philadelphia 2, and all these remaining teams have 1. Baltimore, Chargers, Steelers, Niners, Buccaneers, and Tennessee. So all of those comp picks came out. Dallas leads the way with 4. So that's so you got a little, some more capital to move around in that draft. This offseason gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's always crazy in NFL, but it's definitely gonna be real crazy.
Crazy.
It's a good question. Van, any more guests joining the pod soon? So we got Vernon Davis coming up. We also just had one that we just put out with Jacob Eisenberg from NBA Top Shot. Anybody's interested in the Top Shots, NFTs, learning about it. We asked all the tough questions, all the questions we had, questions we've been hearing from other people. I think Jacob did a really, really good job of explaining it. Yeah. They've been dealing with, if anybody's familiar with the platform, they've definitely been dealing with some issues because of so many people, traffic and all that stuff that, above my pay grade. But definitely a dope interview to check out if you're interested in the NFTs and Top Shots or not. Honestly, I think it's good to just know about what the hell going on. I know AB said that's not his lane.
Definitely not my lane. But like D-Bus said, definitely good to know what's going on out here when you just hear people talking about it. And like D-Buck said, we're gonna have Vernon Davis coming up soon. We actually pre-recorded that yesterday. Great conversation.
Great conversation.
V Davis out here in this acting world, you know.
He was on a yacht.
Yeah.
So why we shooting films, man? He was recording films with Bruce Willis and what was the other guy?
I forgot the other guy name.
Frank Godfrey or Frank, something like that.
Yeah, but that's gonna be a good episode coming up soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
We asked all the good questions too. AB asked some good questions in that one. All right, T Sauce, you got another question. I like these questions, man. We got to get somebody else got to throw some good questions in here, man. Your opinion. Which team has the toughest combination of running backs right now?
Man, in Cleveland.
Oh yeah, that's easy. I almost sat here and thought about it.
In Cleveland?
Yeah, man. That 1-2 punch. That 1-2 punch. Now they might have 2 top 10 running backs on the same team. So
no question.
Agreed right there. Cleveland. Yeah, it ain't even. I mean, Colts up there, but Cleveland, I think that's easily. That's an easy answer there.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, man. What else we got? We got 10 more minutes.
Then y'all know what to do after that. Our brother Pat Mack.
Yes, sir. Oh man.
So y'all talk about y'all teams, man. Who y'all teams let go?
What do y'all want y'all teams to do right now with this cap, this free agent? I can't wait this new TV money come in, man. Bump this cap back up. Hate to see my dogs out here like this.
Tyrod is a free agent.
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me tell you right back. Right back, man.
North for the star, you got to argue Cleveland, Zeke and Pollard. Nah, man, Zeke ain't been running like he was running before he got that bag. Don't get me wrong, Zeke's still a dog, but them boys in Cleveland, man, that's a 1-2 punch you do not want to see. You do not want to see that. Man, Stephen Farrow, man, we're gonna ask D-Buck. D-Buck want to drive the quarterback. He want to let go of Tua. D-Buck gonna be all over the place with them Dolphins. Now I understand what you're saying versus rookie deal. So we all about winning. So if you feel as though a rookie's gonna come in and give you an opportunity to win, and you don't think Darnold's gonna be able to do that, then I'm with you. But you got to realize that, okay, you let Darnold go. You do what you do, whatever you can get for Darnold. You bring a rookie in, you still don't have those pieces around him for him to succeed. So that's why I say, trading down that number 2 pick, you can get some different options or whatever. But that's just my opinion.
Any comp picks?
Somebody asked you a question too.
No comp picks for the Jets.
What they got? What you want your team to do? I already told them you wanted to get rid of Tua and draft a quarterback.
You know what? Option number 1, try to get Deshaun Watson in the building. Do everything possible to try to get Deshaun Watson. Option number 2. I mean, honestly, I'm a Justin Fields guy in this draft after Lawrence. If Justin Fields isn't available, you stick with Tua, man. Stick with Tua, get some pieces around him. Maybe it was Chan Gailey. But whoever's at that Dolphins quarterback spot, I'm going to be on the front of the bandwagon, man, rooting for him, cheering for him. But I want Deshaun. If we got opportunity to get Fields, go get Fields. If we got Tua, we got Tua. But it's 3. I mean, there ain't 3 bad options for the Dolphins quarterback. So I think we good, man.
Okay.
I think we good. But I'm gonna give y'all a firm answer on this Darnold. And once y'all watch these these breakdowns, y'all will have an opinion as well. Struggle. I can't put it all on Gase and that O line though, like a lot of people do. A lot of people say, "Oh, he don't have weapons. He don't have an O line." The coach is terrible. Now Gase is terrible, but when you see the film, you'll see the film. Somebody asked where it's posted. It's on YouTube, on our page, on the Man to Man page. It's also on my Instagram and on my Twitter. So go check it out. Oh, this is a good question. George Alkema. Who would you draft first, Devonta Smith or Jamar Chase?
Man, I was having this discussion. I don't think you can lose, but Devonta Smith had a hell of a season last year. But I think I would go Jamar Chase.
I'm going Jamar Chase as well.
Yeah.
I'm going Jamar Chase. I'm going Jamar Chase. I got to.
Yeah, I'm going Jamar
Chase. Like that.
Dog. But Jamar Chase, man, body type, you know what I'm saying? Just the way, when you watch film, he just pops off the film. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like, you don't got to look at, analytics or whatever. Like, as a player, you watching film, both of them are dogs. Like I said, they both pop off the field. Just, 1A, 1B. I'm going to go Jamar Chase.
I'm going Chase. Body type. And what he did in that, and then obviously Devontae did incredible things last year. But
yeah,
I was watching the corners last year, them SEC corners, and watching every SEC corner match up against Chase. He was balling. So I'm going Chase, but you can't go wrong with either one
at all,
honestly. But I'm just not drafting Devontae, just that body type. I can't do it. That high.
It's rough.
It's rough because them 17 weeks in the NFL.
It's a long
with ABs out there hitting you.
It's different now though, so he can live a little, but
true. He can live a little. True, that's a fact.
I would have loved somebody like, man.
I got a question for you, completely off topic. I was watching I watched some clips from the pod.
Yeah.
And not our pod, but the pod, Pat's boys. They had top 4. The Texas Roadhouse buns or the rolls.
Yeah, I see.
Olive Garden breadsticks.
Outback.
The brown bread at Outback, and then what was the fourth? And the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. Which one you picking out in for, man? No final 4.
So Olive Garden is last.
Olive Garden coming in 4?
Yeah, for me.
Okay, yeah. Let me hear these power rankings.
Yeah. So this is tough.
Facts.
This is tough.
We got to get a mailbag too. We got to get a mailbag and a call-in number. But go ahead.
So I honestly think it depends on which establishment you go to, because you can go to one Red Lobster and them biscuits could be hitting. Pause. Them Jones melt in your mouth. Pause. Right. You know what I'm saying? But then you can go to an Outback, and that bread, you put a little bit of that butter on that bread, that Outback shit be hitting too. And then Texas, it's tough. So I'm gonna go Olive Garden 4. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go Outback 3. I'm gonna go Red Lobster 2 and Texas Roadhouse 1.
Okay, so you with me then? Yeah, so I got my power rankings. The Outback is 4, even though the bread is fire. That comes
Outback
in last.
4?
4. That comes in last. Red Lobster. I ain't been in Red Lobster. Honestly, I haven't been in Red Lobster.
You got Red Lobster 3?
Probably 20 years, bro. The biscuits definitely used to hit, but Red Lobster 3, Olive Garden breadsticks, they come in at 2. Man, I used to get this soup. I used to dip them in this soup. Like, if those come out fresh.
So if you got to dip some junk into the soup to make it better, then
you got to add something to every one of them to make it better. I mean, the Red Lobster, you can eat those fresh out. But anyway, let me get back to my list. So OG 2, Olive Garden 2, and then them Texas Roadhouse, them buns, them rolls with the cinnamon butter or without. Untouchable, undefeated.
Yeah,
That's my one.
hold on. Let me go back. I'm gonna go Red Lobster one, man. I'm changing minds, man. I'm going.
Wow.
I'm going Red Lobster one. I'm going.
So you done switched up your whole list, man.
I'm going. No, I'm not. I'm going Red Lobster one. I'm going Texas Roadhouse two. I'm going Outback 3 and Olive Garden 4.
Okay. We gotta have it. We're gonna have a power ranking. Every episode, we're gonna have different random power rankings. Gotta get that mailbag though. Got to, man. Red Lobster one.
Yeah. Man, them Red Lobsters don't be hitting. And the crazy thing about it, you can take
them in the store too.
And that's how you know they hit. And then the crazy thing about it, you can take them home. And not too many places you can take some bread home and they be hitting the next day. So they put me on the move where, you get the Red Lobster junks. You know what I mean? You run some water on your hand a little bit, sprinkle a little bit of water on the biscuits, throw them in the microwave for a few seconds, and shit's like fresh again.
Okay.
Hey,
I need to try that.
Hey, I can just get a box of Red Lobster bacon and I'm good. That's it. Boost the passes. That's all you need.
I'm gonna get the munchies one night and just try all 4 of them in the same night.
You can't. Nah, you got to do it. You got to do it 4 days in a row so you can have a clean palate. You know what I'm saying?
I might sip a little something in between. We'll figure it out.
KFC. Come on now, Bong Bomber.
KFC bread, nah. That might be the next one. Just biscuits, right? Popeyes. I used to rock with KFC biscuits though.
Man, Popeyes biscuits, boy. You better have a gallon of water.
Hey, them Popeyes on the plane trips. Damn, I missed that, man.
You better have some honey and a gallon of water.
Honey, gallon of water. The biscuits do hit though. They do hit, man. What else we got, man? We about to get up out of here, man. That's some good questions. Good talking to y'all today, man.
Great dialogue, man. We appreciate y'all.
For sure, man. I got any parting words before we get up out of here? What else going on today? March Madness coming up, man. I gotta find a bracket to fill out.
Man, it's gonna be tough this year, man.
And act like I've been watching. I don't know who's who, what's what.
Yeah, it's
I did watch some Gonzaga the other day though.
If I do me a brag, I'm just guessing. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come in here and ask y'all, help me figure out my bracket.
Hey, shout out to my young boy, man, Trevor Smith, man, back home around the way, sophomore, man. He's getting some big time pub, man. Got an offer from DePaul. Got an offer from, I think got an offer earlier from Florida, from VCU, from Wichita State.
Okay, where you playing now? High school?
Yeah, he in high school, man. It's my dog, man. It's his son. 10th grade. He'll be a junior next year, man. So I want to give him a shout out, man. Shouting out my young dogs, man, doing great things, man. Doing good stuff in the classroom as well, man. So Trevor Smith, man, keep doing your thing, man. It's only the beginning.
It's only up from here.
Yeah.
It's only up, man. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what to do. Keep rocking out, like the stream, all that stuff. We back on Monday. So we going every Monday and Thursday live. And usually we'll drop a interview, most likely pre-recorded on Wednesday. So keep the content coming. Appreciate y'all.
As always, peace.
Yes, sir.